Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, February 10th, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your books where expected in the new, on the new comic book shop wall, in your cubby, mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you found all the books you're looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud, mysterious black bag. Now, before we get dived into that, as always, just want to let you guys know, like, comment, subscribe. Helps the YouTube algorithm spread me out so more people find my Fun Times channel about comic books. Alright guys, let's get dived into this. So I picked up 5 books this week. They are all Marvel, but read them all as usual. Gonna give my spoiler-free thoughts on everything, and I've ranked them in an order of least favorite to favorite. So starting off in the loud, mysterious black bag out of the way, starting off in the number 5 spot, this week I've got Annihilation 2099 number 2. I guess we're getting these every week. I didn't realize that was going to be how this one was going, but hey, every week I guess. This one wasn't as strong as the first one. The first one really caught me off guard when it was Wolverine that was Nova, right? And so that kind of had me a little bit hyped because it made me reread it. I was like, wow, this is cool. But this one, not so much. Completely new character. First appearance of the Star-Lord 2099 and Quasar 2099, who ends up actually being a bad guy in the issue. And it's kind of what felt like a one and done story, but obviously we're setting up something that's big that's going to happen, that these heroes that we're introducing are going to form together to save the universe. That's kind of how I'm reading into this. Totally fun. Just kind of a little. I'm actually surprised that they greenlit this one, to be honest. So that's cool for us 2099 fans. We get just a fun story. It looks like without Spider-Man. And we'll talk more about Spider-Man 2099 because this is the first week since I started collecting comics again that 2 2099 titles have come out on the same week. It might even be since the 90s that 2 have came out in the same week. But in my number 4 spot, we're going to talk about Amazing Spider-Man 53. I really like the art on this. The art's really good. The story's kind of interesting, but it's not blowing my mind, but it's not a bad story, as I feel like everybody's really making it out to be. The past few issues and I've kind of felt this way the whole run, that even though sometimes it seems like a bit of haphazardly thrown together craziness, that is a little bit fun, and just things are at least happening. We're not stale with everything. We're constantly moving forward with this Zeb Wells run. And so that at least is something, right? And that's what I feel is going on with this. And maybe this is like slightly going to be looked back on in 5 to 10 years as kind of an iconic issue of the Zeb Wells run. It was actually really good for what it's been. I really did enjoy this one. And it solidly lands in number 4 this week. I kind of think there was just a lot of really good reads that I picked up. So just because it's in the 4th slot doesn't mean it wasn't good. I actually did really enjoy it. And we're kind of getting getting towards the end of the Spider-Goblin arc here for sure. And what happens next is definitely, I don't want to spoil the end of the issue, but definitely looks to be exciting. In my number 3 spot, I've got Spider-Boy number 4. Continues to just be a blast. And this issue is a great jumping on point if you haven't been reading Spider-Boy. This one we're starting a completely new story arc where now Spider-Boy is lost in the Spider-Verse. And we got to see this guy right here. I don't exactly remember his name, but from the old Spider-Man television series from Asia, and like his kaiju guy, and he fights a big kaiju. It's kind of cool, man. It was sort of like a little bit of Power Rangers, a little bit of, because obviously if you've seen that old Spider-Man television show. It was live action, and it was very early Power Rangers. So I had dudes and dudettes. I had a lot of fun with this one. I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I actually feel kind of sad because looking at numbers on how many people are have this on their poll on League of Comic Geeks has me worried for its cancellation. So I'm kind of expecting issue 12 is our final issue, but we'll see. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I've been hoping it could excite people. But I guess it's a little, people are a little middle on the character. So in my number 2 spot, this was actually super good. Is my X-Men number 1, the Jed MacKay and Stegman run, and the Stegman art is awesome. Super awesome. Kind of takes me back to some of the days of the early start of the last X-Men run, where we had I think it was Marty Gracia and who, man. But anyways, it kind of reminded me of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, wow, we're getting a stellar artist on the title right now who really has well-defined characters. Everybody looks different, super up-to-date, new, awesome art, and that's what this is. Super great on that end, and the story's kind of building. We got Beast, like original Beast, back, which I if you've been watching the channel for a while, that kind of happened in X-Force, where they brought back like a Beast from the 90s, and they ended up, you know, basically killing, or he's in hiding, the evil Beast, right? And so this, you know, this good Beast is now, it's really satisfying for me, just because when I first got back into comics, Beast was kind of a full bad guy, and it was a little bit like, that's, you know, man, it's not the character I loved. I don't feel like Beast would have ever done this. But we've got our old Beast back. Super kind of happy about that. And there was some bits and pieces in there, maybe a little romance forming with a human. A lot of the kind of X-Men juice that you want for a story felt like the foundations. And as always, when you have such a big cast of characters, we can't really get straight into story right away. We do get to see the team, or at least part of the team, go on a mission and be successful, and what happens is interesting. They end up saving and rescuing a very popular mutant X-Men character, and in addition to that, kind of finding a new piece to this puzzle that's going to, I think, be a major throughput of the first part of this storyline, which I was actually kind of intrigued by. I was like, okay. See where you're going with this. Looks pretty good. So in my number 1 spot, I had to do it because it was really good this week. As you saw, I put Annihilation 2099 number 2 in my 5th spot, so I don't feel like I'm really putting this in number 1 so consistently when it comes out, just because of fanboying. This Peter David stuff's really good. And this issue hammers home why he's so gosh darn good. And there's a reveal that happens. We get, you know, the 2 characters we want to see duke it out. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but a major death takes place. One of Miguel's close supporting cast characters is actually killed off in this, and it's for real. Now that I've read the whole thing, it's for real, and something's set, and that actually sets a lot of stuff up for the future. And it even says at the end of here, like, this isn't the end. So more Peter David on Spider-Man 2099, please. This man knows how to write this character. I absolutely love his Blade Runner-esque future storytelling with a Spider-Man character. He's always gotten the character the best, and I love it. And this run was amazing. That was the last issue. Absolutely enjoyed it. I highly recommend the whole miniseries, honestly. if you read the miniseries, you're gonna want more, just like I do. Like, give me, okay, let's get this next story. All right, guys. So that's my top 5 this week. I did pick up, as you maybe you can't see, but I did pick up some back issues here. Go ahead and show those off like usual. We had Uncanny X-Men 195 with just this super cool, that I always love. I love this cover. We got Power Pack in the background, and he's picking up one of the Power Pack members, and Wolvie's got a cigar in his mouth. It's one of the great covers, in my opinion. It's just a great one. And so, little teaser for this weekend. I should be posting a collection haul video. And so there's some books in there that are the reason why I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on one of these. Not expensive by any stretch. I think I paid $15 for it. But it's a book that I've kind of been wanting to add to my collection. One was in the LCS, and I had really nice condition. Maybe a ghost spine tick on it, but otherwise it looks beautiful. I'm very happy with this book's with the quality of it. It being such a heavily overprinted book, you know, you kind of do want to get a nice one. I really like that. That book is part of my comic collecting journey. It's because it came out, I ended up going into the comic store that day because there was such a crowd. Not the book I bought. I've told this story a ton of times on the channel. I ended up buying Spider-Man 2099 #1. But that book is part of my collecting journey and story, and so I love it. And I'm glad to finally have one in the PC. And then they just had this like too low priced, and I have this book, but never hurts to have another. It's not a 9.8, but it's nice. Batman 442, first Tim Drake as Robin, with a cool kind of homage cover to and like I said, it's a little low grade. There's creasing on it, but at that price, it was I said why not. And then they had some more of these in the real cheap bins. Some Invader Zims. We got issue 13, issue 14, 15, 17. Whoa, good catch. Okay, 17. Scary. 37, 41, 42. Some cool Invader Zims. We'll add to the little pile of those that I had already. I think they're kind of cool. They're a little, you don't see them very often. And then there was another one of these Marvel must-haves. And this one comes with, what's it gonna say? Okay, Amazing Spider-Man 39, Avengers 7, and Moon Knight 1. Cool. Came out this week. Check your LCS, see if they have them. And the new preview. And this one is more like an X-Men preview. So we're not going to go through it. It's not a preview of everything coming up. It's more a preview of the X-Men stuff. We'll slightly look at it a little bit here. From the Ashes, a New Beginning. So we've got, this is what they're launching with. We've got Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, Exceptional X-Men for the main titles here. And then we got Nyx, X-Force, Phoenix, Wolverine, Dazzler, X-Factor, Sentinels, Storm, and Mystique. So they've definitely added a few since the reveal. When I already kind of said, wow, that's too many titles, I can't afford all that, why are you doing this to me? I would love to afford to get everything. That's not fair. Can we keep it to like 4, maybe 5 titles? Even then, it's a little, it gets harder to. But yeah, look at this. Look how many. I think I'm going with Uncanny, the X-Men one that we just reviewed. I think I'm skipping out on Exceptional. Think I'm going with skipping out on Nyx. Going with X-Force probably. Skipping Phoenix. Definitely getting Wolverine. Skipping Dazzler. I might give X-Factor a try, honestly. Sentinels is a skip. Storm and Mystique are both skips. Because there's just too many. Like, how can you... So, that would have me getting Uncanny, X-Men main title, X-Force, and Wolverine, and possibly X-Factor. Which is kind of similar to what I was getting in the last era. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Are you going to be getting all those titles that the X-Men are launching with? Are you going to try everything out? What titles are a no-go for you? Would love to hear you guys' thoughts. As always, we'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.